Thank you for including me. President Obama and his next Attorney General will take office under clearly the most challenging of circumstances. Among them, the Department of Justice's own transgressions have undermined its ability to fulfill its many difficult responsibilities, and it's at a time when our nation faces extraordinary threats and challenges. So a few quick examples, I know we should be forward-looking, but a few quick examples will help illustrate the needed solutions. Particularly on matters of national security, a dangerous view of presidential power has infected the Department of Justice, including the content of the Office of Legal Counsel's legal opinions. Think, for example, torture and cruel treatment. In recent investigations, the Inspector General and the Office of Professional Responsibility uncovered pervasive improper consideration of partisan political affiliations in career hiring and the appointment of immigration judges. Many long-term valuable career attorneys have left the department after being excluded from areas within their areas of expertise, from important decision-making in those areas. The still unresolved U.S. Attorney controversy continues to tarnish the Department of Justice's reputation for impartial law enforcement. And a final example, which I think is probably the most serious, the current administration's excessive secrecy is corrosive of democracy. So what should be done? The overarching top priority for the next Department of Justice should be, and this is the title of my chapter in this book, the restoration of integrity and the rule of law. So for my remaining just 3 minutes, I'm going to very quickly try to give you 8 specific recommendations from my chapter. 1, in any new administration, there is an understandable desire and strong need to be forward-looking, but the Attorney General also has an obligation to investigate serious allegations of serious wrongdoing. And that's both to create a public record and also to uncover lessons for the future. 2, quickly appoint individuals of the highest integrity to DOJ leadership, individuals that are, of course, supportive of the President's policy objectives, but also individuals who can be counted on to tell the President no when the rule of law demands that. 3, restore especially the Office of Legal Counsel's integrity. OLC, where I worked, issues legal opinions that are binding on the executive branch unless reversed by the President or Attorney General, which doesn't happen virtually ever. And so it is essential that OLC's legal opinions, again, become trusted as accurate and principled and not end-driven. 4, the President himself must personally set the tone by publicly demanding adherence to the rule of law and legal interpretations that are accurate and principled, and also generally demanding that the Department of Justice be depoliticized. 5, DOJ should immediately implement this change direction in its counter-terrorism work, working with other agencies, including with regard to Guantanamo, military commissions, secret sites, black sites, extraordinary renditions, torture and cruel treatment, the whole range of counterterrorism issues. 6, the next administration should respect the role of Congress and the separation of powers. So the President needs to work with Congress if he finds statutory provisions to be problematic, not simply announce an extreme view of presidential authority that allows him to ignore and violate those statutes, and certainly not in secret. 7, the new administration should make clear its commitment to openness and accountability in very concrete ways. And I don't have time to list them now, but my chapter does detail a range of specific suggestions, including regarding FOIA, classification systems, executive privilege, signing statements, the release of OLC opinions. Finally, last but not least, the substantive work of the Department of Justice certainly must promote the President's substantive policy objectives. I'll just highlight 2 from my chapter. 1, essential to reinvigorate civil rights enforcement. And final point on the policy agenda, long-term agenda, we need comprehensive criminal justice reform, an effort that includes addressing our appallingly and unnecessarily high rate of incarceration, and we need a more just and humane criminal justice system that better protects our people. Thank you.
Thank you, Dawn.